How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Coop's growing the beard.
I know. Look at that background. He's out there in the sun.
He's out at church, it looks like.
Hey, man, I live beside a church. You can call me Reverend. Trying to be like you, Greg.
Hey everybody, guess what? It's 11 o'clock.
That's what someone told me.
All right. Let me do a screen share. To work with me. This is a tech company. All right. Guys see that?
Yes.
Cool. Cheers. All right, welcome everybody. All right, let's start things off the way we always do. Bucket fills. What you got? Nothing.
Today we're going to talk about how to tie a knot in the end of your
Is that Kim Winters? It sounds like Kim Winters' voice. The bucket fills?
And then put the
I give a bucket fill to Danny Muse.
All right.
Who is, I don't know how many people are taking advantage of the resource for him to get on and screen share with you for command, but that's phenomenal. And I've done it several times over the last month. So if you're not, take advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure. That's been huge. I know Danny and Jacob both jumped on and helped us with the mountain people. And it was super helpful. Whoa, what else we got?
I would like to give a shout out to Ernesto. I don't know if he's on the call, but he has definitely been helping me out a lot the last couple of weeks. When I've been booked up with other showings, he's stepped up and helped me with clients, and it's just been a real lifesaver.
Cool, thanks for that, Ernesto. I'll give a shout out to leadership team, and that includes our BIC and our ownership group. They've been wildly available for lots of random meetings and energetic and open to new ideas and concepts, and it's been really fun. I'm sending a shout out to those people.
A bucket filled to Mike Romero. We're doing a deal with him, and he's been absolutely wonderful and very helpful.
Anybody else want to throw something in there?
I'd like to give a shout out to Stephen, our new assistant MCA. Been working with him, and it's just been a pleasure to have another person back in this hallway, and looks like it's going to be an awesome fit.
You on here, Stephen? Let's see your face.
Yeah, I'm on here. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be here.
Cool. It says Stephen Cheek, new AMCA, and was an agent in Colorado and has a background in some finance. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Cool. Stephen's been awesome, jumping right in, learning a lot, and generally a nice guy. We just like being around him so far. We'll see if it turns out.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Time will tell. All right. Anybody else want to throw anything out there?
I want to give a shout out to Kelly Allen. I know she's playing out on the call, but our the history of housing that she did on Friday was amazing, amazing, comprehensive. She could have gone on for like 3 more hours probably. It was amazing. So I hope we do more of that.
Yeah.
And a shout out to Eddie and Francina, who have been incredible when it comes to our equity and diversity and inclusion task force here. And guys, tap into it. I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk more about it, but it's been phenomenal what Keller Williams as a as a company as a whole is doing, and that we in Asheville are really like paving the way for a lot of it, which is cool. So thank you.
And we had a great showing on that. And I would encourage anybody that can make some time for it. It's well worth doing. So we addressed a lot of stuff that we've kind of heard about. We don't know if it's still happening, like redlining and some all kinds of other stuff. So if you have an opportunity to jump on those calls, it's really great from an education standpoint. It's going to help move us forward in the directions we want to go. So thanks to Kelly and everybody that participated on that.
We are also gonna have that on the calendar again. So just be on the lookout for that because it was awesome. So
That's awesome. All right. Anybody else in the bucket fill for a move on? Nope. All right. Is that supposed to be there? Hold on.
Just one more, Jeff.
All right. What you got?
Whoever's making green sheets go away. Thank you.
That's funny.
yay!
Is that all right? I guess we're going right into the RUES report. All right, let's do it. All right, what's the market doing? What are you guys sensing? Nothing. Cool.
More listings are coming up.
Yep.
A lot more inventory.
Yep. You feel like there's more inventory?
I do.
I'm
They're showing it. It might not be exactly where you're looking, but they're coming on the market. So.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stress with people still unable to find properties, but I think there are people listing. So let's take a quick glance. Maybe give me a thumbs up or so if you've been able to attend the RUES report. I think it's important to make ourselves experts in the market. Gonna help. I know I'm saying this on a bi-weekly basis, but it is going to enhance your value proposition to the clients and your personal sphere the more you know about the market. So new listings looks like up 2% year over year, month over month, down 1%. Do you guys understand year over year and month over month? So month over month is last month compared to this month. Year over year is the same month or last month compared to the last month last year. So we can kind of track what the trends are and take into account seasonality. Check out active listings. So down 36% the same month last year to this year. So that means we actually have really tight inventory on the listing side. That's a huge number. If you're going into conversations with sellers about supply and demand, you're down 36% on active listings. And this is a Buncombe County segment. Other things that jump out are expireds are down 22%. So I would infer that means they're either going under contract or the sellers are leaving things on the market for longer. And Zach, if you're on here and want to throw an opinion on that, open to that. Pausing to see if you're on here. And then withdrawals are down 35%. So 23% month over month and then 35% year over year. So 35% down on withdrawals. That also tells me that things are either staying on the market, going under contract, as far as the withdrawals. So that's a good thing. All right, days to close. This is interesting to me. So Kim, I know you guys are backed up. As far as with the lending, it's creating a challenging environment to do things expeditiously. 51 days to close is down 26% year over year. I don't know if that's implying that we have more cash in the marketplace, or things are just going under contract a little sooner, but down 26% is quite a bit. And we're also seeing that reflected in the average days on market. So that would suggest going under contract a little bit more quickly. All right, absorption rate. Absorption rate up 64% over last year. Absorption rate, basically we're tracking how many houses are on the market, and a stable market is at 6 months, and that tells us what our inventory looks like. Average list to sale, we're seeing appraisers keep the pricing down. It's not really being that malleable at all. So only up 1% on list to sell. And then months of inventory, it looks like it went up a little bit. I think we were at 3 last month. So looks like it went up a little bit, but year over year, it's still down 20%. And then you guys know how to read that. All right, 210. Is there a 210 person here?
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
Hey, Don.
How's it going, y'all? I was actually in your office yesterday. Felt pretty amazing. It's the first time they've let me out of my cave since March the 13th. So I
Nice.
chatted mostly with Alex because nobody else was there. But I appreciate y'all's support. 29 closings in July. It was an awesome month. 18 listing warranties. Great job. I want to highlight almost $17,000 claims paid in July. And keep in mind, those are warranty dollars. So if that was coming out of your client's pockets, it would be double that. So think about how many thousands of dollars were paid on your client's behalf because you went after the warranty for them. I just want you to keep in perspective, like as we're talking about giving back and trying to take care of our clients, the warranty is really a functional piece of that. It's a great tool that you have. I couldn't pick just one top claim this month because there were so many. Cottonwood had, HVAC for $2,750, but look, we had 5 claims over $1,500 each just in July. The reason I point out that $1,500 mark is because other warranty companies cap their claims at $1,500. 210 does not cap the claims at $1,500. So if you have an HVAC system that has to be replaced and it costs more than $1,500, I'm guessing most HVAC replacements cost more than $1,500, 210 is taking care of those clients, whereas other warranty companies don't necessarily do that. So if you're working with another warranty company and you want to know why 210 is different, please give me a call. I would love the opportunity to show you how we can help your clients achieve the best warranty experience.
That's awesome. Oh, am I supposed to click?
Please.
Okay.
So I will not read everybody's name, but I love that this slide is full. I love seeing all the folks that are using the warranty. Broker Asheville, not that you get to brag because you hold the microphone, but 4 warranties last month. I don't know how many closings you had, but I'm very appreciative that on 4 of them you took us with you. I also want to highlight, last month we had no Happy Home Lock and Hardware users. This month we had a bunch, so great job. I sent out a BombBomb video Monday that had some links at the bottom. I know most of you don't watch my videos. That's okay. Only hurts my feelings a little bit. But click on and open it. You don't have to watch the video, but below my video, there's 2 links for customizable instructions and a customizable award that you can give to your buyers at closing. So if there's a closing that has a warranty on it, make sure you just provide them the information how they can get that $100 back. And we're giving you the opportunity to put your buyers' names on there and your name on there so they remember, hey, awesome agent Jeff hooked me up with this warranty and I get $100 back just for doing business with Jeff. It's a great tool to give them at closing because they're going to be overwhelmed. They're not going to listen to everything you say. It's also a great reason to follow up because they've only got 45 days to claim that $100 reimbursement. So 30 days after closing, I know you're calling them to follow up. You don't want to be a one-night stand. You want to get those referrals. Use that $100 reimbursement as a great reason to call them and to get those referrals. So good job, those 6 of you that did it last month. Of course, there were 33 closings, and we got 6 Happy Home Lock and Hardware. But it's just a great tool. So don't forget to use it. Tip of the month, in case you haven't noticed, 90% of the workforce in America is working from home. They're using their stuff and it's breaking, and we are not able to produce magical contractors. So sometimes they're having to use their own contractor out of network. They always have to file the claim first, and we will give them the guidelines on how to go about that. The big difference in experience for your homeowner is that when they use their own contractor, it's a reimbursement situation. When they use our contractor, we pay the contractor directly. So just keep in mind, we're trying to offer as many options to get your client's service as quickly as possible. If they are offered that out-of-network option, it's just going to be a little bit different customer experience for them. in that same vein, the warranty is not emergency service. So if they have a claim that is an emergency, like water is pouring in their basement or they have no electricity, please give them my number and ask them to reach out to me directly. I do not want your client suffering because they're waiting on hold and there's water in the, kitchen or whatever. Obviously, advise them to do the smart thing, turn off the electricity, turn off the water, whatever is most safe. But they can reach out to me in an emergency situation and I can help them with that. As we've talked about, everyone in every trade is experiencing unprecedented volumes. So, if your clients are telling you, gosh, I had to wait to get my dishwasher, go to Home Depot and try and buy an appliance right now. It's crazy. Manufacturers are they don't have inventory, they don't have parts. And so just please keep in mind that we are not holding your clients' items hostage. It is that we're in the same boat as everyone else, trying to get parts and trying to get replacement appliances. So thank you all so much for your support. Please know that I'm here for you, even though I don't get to see you in person right now. But I love serving you and your clients. I'm probably more accessible now than ever by phone and email. So please reach out and let me serve your business in any way that will make your job easier.
Thanks for all you're doing, Dawn. I love seeing all the names on there. It's good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, big moment. Big moment. Is this John?
All right, can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Awesome. So just 3 things I wanted to cover. First of all, I love seeing more people in the office. It's been really uptaking the energy when we get to have some conversations in the halls following COVID protocols, obviously. 3 things. It may be early in some of your minds to be thinking about your CEs. I registered for both of mine. I'm going to be done by October. Please don't put these things off. If you're a member of LOTSAR, the CEs are free until they run out. So if you get them early, you'll get it off your plate. You don't have to think about it again. The other thing is the broker labs and big Q&As. Still looking for some more attendance. I have about 43 provisional brokers, and I'm only seeing about a half dozen of them on any given meeting. Please understand that's an agreement that we have with Keller Williams when you join. And it's also a real value to you to get questions answered, brainstorm with other new agents. Also, you don't have to be a provisional broker to attend these meetings. If you have questions and you want to get more of a group mind around that question, please attend the big Q&As. And then the last thing is forms. The 2020 forms were released quite a few months ago. The drop deadline for using the new forms is August 31st. So please make sure you check your files if you don't use Command, and make sure you have the updated forms. You can get them obviously through Command, but you can also get them through Zip forms. And if you need any help with that, just let me know. And that's it.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
All right, Equity Task Force. Do we have anybody that can do some updates on Equity Task Force?
Yes, I'm here. Eddie Donnelly.
How are you, Eddie?
I'm well, on yourself?
You're famous. All right.
All right. So Equity Task Force, we've got our first Quantum Leap Youth scheduled. Thank you, Natalie Malice, for agreeing to teach that. It will be on September 19th. We're starting to fill those slots. There will be 24 slots available per COVID rules and regulations. It will be held at 53 Ashland Avenue, and it's for people between the ages of 14 and 28. It is an 8-hour course, so we will be doing that. And that will be our first community outreach project that we will have completed. Keller Williams as a whole has put forth a pretty comprehensive social equity task force GPS, basically outlining what they want to do in the next year and also in the coming 5 years. They have 5 priorities. They are, number 1 is community give back initiatives. The second priority is diversity training and education. The third being inclusive marketing and advertising. And 4 is minorities and leadership. And 5th is wealth building. So these are all outreach things that they will be looking to do. The goal is to impact 20,000 lives in year 1, and also raise $100 million towards that goal. They have that same goal for the next 5 years. So in total, they want to impact 100,000 lives through this activity that they're doing, and raise $500 million to go towards that. So they are building this now. There's a lot behind it, and we will know more moving forward. Oh, great. We have the Quantum Leap flyer, I see. Thank you, Jeff. And also Alex for putting that together, and Natalie. And so we will be looking forward to doing more with the youth, and also I've been reaching out to local groups, talking about the reparations that Asheville has, the city of Asheville has put forward. And I know that people in the group have reached out and done things on their own. And Natalie says she can speak more specifically on QL, that being the next project. No, it is not full, to answer Michael Schaffner. Natalie, I will turn the floor over to you unless there are any specific questions for me in regards to what Keller Williams is putting out nationally.
Eddie, I've been really proud to be associated with Keller. The movement and the efficiency. I mean, they're moving really quickly, and for a company of that size or our size to be moving that quickly, and the open dialogue has been really fun to be a part of. So for you and everybody else that's participating in the equity task force, please, we want more people involved, and it's been really fun to be part of. I mean, it's crazy. I love the speed and efficiency that it's moving at.
And I want to point out that as a market center, we are actually moving faster than Keller Williams as a whole. We had from our task force actually put together something similar as far as our priorities, and we've already begun and meeting with the regional task force. They are not quite as far as we are, so we are leading that charge on community outreach and putting together programs and looking at how we can impact the lives of the people around us. So kudos to the Market Center and everyone that's been involved for taking those steps and being proactive.
Yeah, give the squeaky wheel a shout out to Heather.
Yes, Heather has been amazing.
Yes.
She has been definitely the squeaky wheel, and because of that, we've been getting the grease. You know, the Kelly Allen's class, the equity and inclusion, the diversity training, that has all been basically with Heather behind it. So definitely appreciate all her efforts there. Thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks for all you're doing. Natalie, do you want to say something quick about KWKC? You're muted.
I'm unmuting. Okay, sorry guys. So really quickly, just like housekeeping in terms of Quantum Leap, as we mentioned, we will be doing this in person. There are a limited number of spots so that we can have the 6 feet of social distancing within our training room, but it's measured and it's good. And people ask about how much does it cost? It is free to the participant. Okay, we ask for a suggested donation of $25. That helps to cover the cost of the materials. You can sponsor somebody and pay that $25 on their behalf. We're also looking for donations to raise money, because the important thing to know about QL and KW Kids Can, that's a nonprofit, is that there's a scholarship fund. So we're not looking to just recruit people to become realtors. There are people out there who have dreams and visions. There are, they have a mission in life, and when they, maybe they don't know how to articulate it yet. And when they go through Quantum Leap, one of the things that we help them is to articulate that mission and then help them figure out how to fund that mission. And if they graduate from this course and they follow through the whole way and they want to apply for that scholarship, they're eligible. Okay. So it's a wonderful opportunity for somebody who maybe has an idea for a small business or something new that they want to start, that they can get a leg up and they can get, you know, some support through our company. And we're looking to bridge the gap between school, and we're looking to bridge the gap between that, you know, what they don't teach you in school that are meaningful and major skills. We want Keller Williams to be looked upon as a place where the young people in our community are supported and can come to live out their dreams. So reach out to me if you have questions. We'll make sure you guys have the link that you can send them to for the event page where they can register and sign up. And also if you want to help me find sponsors, that would be cool. Just reach out to me about that.
Hey, Natalie, just, we do need to move for timing reasons,
Yeah.
but quickly, in our world as agents, who are the ideal candidates for this? Like, who's somebody that, like, how would you recommend you, like, what are we looking for?
So we're looking for young people. I mean, we can target high schoolers, but ideally we're looking for young adults, 18 to 24-ish for this round. And so somebody that maybe is just, you know, has a lot of energy and a lot of passion, but lacks the formal training or skills for being, but they have entrepreneurial tendencies, but they just don't have the means or they've never been, you know, formally educated in that. So that's the ideal candidate, right? Somebody that maybe you went to high school with, or a friend of yours who has a high school graduate that is just not sure what to do next, because this is a very, it's a facilitated course, but everybody's engaged. I mean, the purpose is for them to like participate.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
I do have one follow-up on that as far as who the ideal candidates are. This one is through the Equity Task Force outreach. So we do want this to be a primarily minority-based class on this one. We will have follow-up classes, but this is through the outreach that we're offering this. So if you know anyone that fits that category, we'd love to have them. We don't want it to overfill and not reach our target audience that we were doing this for. So thank you.
Yeah, and we'll do another one if we fill it up. So go crazy, y'all. Get as many people as you can, because it does create a lot of value. Awesome. Thank y'all. All right. Is Keith on here? Is that a no? Is that a yes?
No, I'm just terrible with my mute button. Sorry about that.
We all are.
Okay, fair enough. So Sherry Puffer brought to our attention during the leadership call last week that the Black Mountain Home for Children, Youth, and Families had taken in a ton of newborn babies since COVID started. Generally in our area, domestic violence has been rising, substance abuse, children being born with addiction issues due to their mother. And it's a pretty big problem going on, and these people really take it upon themselves to help out the community. And so when I heard that, I reached out to them and started talking to them, asking what they needed. And then I put up some money, called family and friends, got them to contribute, and started reaching out to quite a few of you probably heard from me. I know I called Natalie, called Schaffner, called Bill DeVore, I called a bunch of agents, just kind of put the challenge that everyone knows the frugal cheapskate I am. And if I'm going to open up my wallet to help these folks, that maybe we could get some other folks in there. And of course, Eddie Colley out of the Black Mountain office won up to me by outbidding my amount by a little bit. I was thrilled he did that. So they're a really great group. My wife went through the house and just got a bunch of stuff to donate, and we donated a bunch of personal stuff and money, and it's a really great, and they have plenty of volunteering opportunities. So whether you have time or money, however you want to help them out, it's a great, great organization doing wonderful work for kids. So
thank you for that. That's cool.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Rebecca, I'm at Black Mountain Home right now. I'm with a whole bunch of teenagers doing virtual school.
Oh, cool.
Of course, please log in to the Black Mountain Home Facebook page. Our auction is still going on right now. because we're unable to have any in-person events. So our fundraising is way down for this year. So please log on and check out what's at the auction. Of course, then I'll be live tomorrow night. And so get a good idea of what goes on here from age 0 through college. But if you didn't know, I've worked here for 18 years. So my husband and I. So please log in and find out more on tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock.
Perfect. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, Mega Camp. Guys, are you aware of Mega Camp? Yes. All right. So here's the deal with Mega Camp. The content, we have fewer barriers to entry to getting to the info. Mega Camp is typically tailored to agents that know how to do a transaction, and it's about taking your business to the next level. So Mega Camp is really clean. There's not a lot of there's fewer introductory practices that you're going to go through with Mega Camp involvement. So for those of you that are looking for an edge or how to embrace the technology or where the company's going, the unique opportunity to be involved with Mega Camp is virtual this year. So we're talking about, and we'll be rolling it out. I don't believe we have the specifics yet, but we'll be rolling out some different options on where to watch. If you want to maybe watch with some people practicing social distancing. And we'll also be looking at some events that may include brisket or fun things. And Michael Schaffner has agreed to cook everyone brisket. Just kidding. But we'll figure that out, and we'd love to have as many people involved as possible. Video. Oh my gosh, can I skip this video? Good. All right. Imagine, embed amazing, exciting video in your mind that just happened. All right, so day one. Day one is vision speech with Gary. They'll do the top agent interviews. These are really neat because they're literally the top agents in the company and across the country that he'll be interviewing, and a couple of guest speakers. Keynote speaker from Josh Teams. Josh Teams, our president, huge tech background and the driver of the tech initiative from about 3 years ago. You'll get some insight on how things are going and where we're going on that. They will be doing breakouts this year. So if there's specific classes that you want to see, you can identify those classes and you'll be able to participate in, you know, how to do more internet lead generation or making your first hire. It'll be broken down into those different rooms that you can participate in. Then day 3, cultural summit. Lots of people, that's their favorite. Culture is what we're all about here at Keller, and there's always an amazing guest speaker and some huge takeaways with that. All right, so Mega Camp. Hannah, are you on here? Give us the specifics on Mega Camp and what we have available if you can.
Well, this is just Alex had posted a reward, if you will, if you guys sign up and bring someone else. So that's what this is, and we can post it again. They're just specific benefits if you bring 1 guest, 2 guests, 3 guests. So we'll put that up. But to Jeff's point, this is a perfect opportunity to see what Mega Camp's all about without having to pay for flight and hotel and all that sort of stuff. So we'll get this back on Facebook. But you guys invite anybody. It's beneficial for all.
So Hannah, is this open for people outside the company as well as a guest? If you have somebody that you want to include, we can help you get them registered. And it's typically about $1,000 investment to be involved with this. And I think they're what, $100 even before these incentives this time.
Yep, you're right. And again, it's beneficial for anybody. So you guys, it's an open invitation. And I think we maybe take for granted how many classes and stuff we have at our disposal. A lot of other firms don't have that. So this really is an awesome opportunity for folks.
Cool. Yeah. And so if you're been here a while or you're new at the company and you want some specific content, this is a great opportunity. You'll get a breakdown of what classes are when, and you can jump in to learn what you want to learn. September 15th through 17th, and we will be posting more specifics on that. All right, Kim, on here.
Wait, real quick, Jeff. There's 3 different learning tracks at Mega Camp: leads, listings, leverage, and you pick your track. So it's really like choose your own adventure, you guys. So it's very specific to your business right now. And that's all. Okay.
Awesome. Kim, you on here?
Yep. Hey guys, I'll be quick because I know we're behind if you want to go to the next slide. The rates are still historically low. These rates are for purchases. I don't know if anybody noted last week, we had a surprise announcement by the agencies that they were going to institute, effective September 1, a refinance tax. So basically, if you're refinancing and your loan has been locked, you're lucky, because going forward, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than a purchase transaction. It's about a 1/4 point impact to the rate. We're still under 3% in most cases. If you want to go to the next slide. I've just mentioned that it's about a 50% basis points. The problem lenders are freaking out about is that this is going to be assessed on all loans delivered to Fannie Mae after September 1. And I've got loans in the queue that we never charged a higher rate that we have to pay a big tax on. It's about $20 million for us as a company, a check that we have to write to the government. So that's huge. And then one last little thing that I want to mention, you guys may be seeing if you want to go to the next slide. We are having some real issues with capacity and volume and appraisals coming back short. Okay, so I read this article because this has happened to me a couple of times, and some of you guys on here, we've dealt with it together. But in an accelerated environment, with homes being bought and sold at a rapid pace or multiple offer situations, historical data can struggle to catch up and create broad differentials between the agreed upon sales price and the appraised value. So just because you're going into multiple offer situations, maybe you're in a neighborhood, understand that the appraisers have to pull comps from that neighborhood, and those sales likely were slightly lower. So I would just prepare your buyers on the front end that, especially if it was multiple offers, see if they have the ability to pick up the difference, or you're going to have to renegotiate at the end of the road. And the problem is that we're not finding out that information until much later than typical, because our appraisals are consistently being they give us a turn time. They said it's going to be back on the 15th, and we're chasing the appraisers 2-3 days after the due date. So because of the issues that appraisers are dealing with, which is that they're working 24/7, there's not enough of them. We just need to be doing a good job for our clients during due diligence and making sure our due diligence periods are long enough and extended if we don't have the appraisal report back. And if you go into a transaction that's multiple offers and you know that it's at the top end of what the CMA would be or what your comps that you pulled are, just be prepared, because if you're in a maximum financing deal and somebody's doing 100%, it could kill your whole deal. Any questions?
And I'm definitely seeing that and hearing that from agents as far as the appraisal pushback. So don't be cocky on that, people. When you're writing offers, have that conversation with your buyers and sellers up front. Hey,
we can do a rebuttal, but that's not helpful usually, because it's all somewhat subjective. And if you want the appraiser to give a view adjustment or something like that, it's just, you have to really show that they have made a mistake and there are better comps out there, and you have to have 3 new comps that were not used in the appraisal report. And most of the time, agents give me comps that were in the appraisal report. They just don't like how the appraiser adjusted them out. So just be prepared.
All right. Cool.
Thanks, guys.
All right, KW Commercial. Waiting.
Now I'm unmute.
Hey, George.
Hey, guys. Just a few words on private money, also known as hard money. This source of finance can help us if we know how to work with it. It's very common in commercial and investment properties, and can be useful for all of us in any kind of sale, residential, land, almost anything. Just this last month, one of our commercial agents listed a very nice multifamily in North Asheville. That part of the listing is that it must be a seller finance, which is one of the subsets of private money. It had to be because the owner was getting older. She'd been running the building, though the units, there was about 20 units. She'd been running that for 20 or 30 years. She wanted to retire, but this was what her best way to get a check every month. So that's the way it's worked. So there's two basic aspects of private money for us to use. One, of course, I mentioned seller finance. And this can be used in completing a sale if either as a listing agent or buyer's agent. The paperwork has to be right. They must use attorney-drawn documents. And in reality, the seller is making a loan to the buyer. And then the second is a private money loans to buyers for a purchase or a rehab. And this concept could be maybe our only way to get the sale completed, because street lenders have fairly strict requirements. And if the property fails their checklist, the only way you may be able to get the deal done is with private money. For example, a heating system is failed, or septic has failed, or the roof is shot. So points to consider. The street lenders use a model that is anywhere from 80-20 to 97-3 for their loans, and that is the cash to loan ratio. And for private money, the model is 70-30, which means, generally speaking, 30% cash into the deal. Or a loan on a rehab project that could be up to 70% of the loan would be your 30%, the other 70 would be made on the after repaired value. So keep in mind, a deal can stumble for a lot of reasons, but if the problem is finance from a street vendor, don't panic. You might still gain and make the sale with private money. The terms and the conditions for these deals are all negotiable, and no one really has a template that it has to be this or that. So please call me. I can help you with that. You need a full package of attorney-drawn documents. And really, guys, not all real estate attorneys are good at this. Let me help you with that. There's no need to worry or take notes about this presentation. The lag time for a private money loan is about 10 days. So if you find yourself in deep kimchi, some finance problem with street lenders, then call me up. We can save the deal. I do have a one-sheeter of all of these details that you can have. And when I'm through with this, I'm going to post on the chat my email address, and just shoot me a line and I'll send you that one-sheeter, and also I will give it to Jeff for him to load into the document stash.
Awesome.
So do I have a minute left for any questions? Maybe. Do we have any questions?
Let's hear them.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, George.
You bet.
All right, ALC updates. So anybody from the Growth and Career Development Committee?
Yeah, I'm from Growth Committee.
Hey, Matt.
So we actually have had some inroads with some of the schools. Schools, for a while, one of our big plays for growth of new agents was to go into Cumbie and invite them to career nights. We haven't been able to do career nights with COVID in the training room, and the schools are now virtual. But we did go to visit AB Tech Madison County. Has a in-person class. So we went to visit them and have a handful of other people that we've been able to reach out to, and are looking at how to do a career night in maybe an outdoor setting.
Perfect. All right. Thank you for your work on that. Finance.
Finance Committee is proud to announce that we had a profitable month last month, $80,762.62.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was glad to see that number popping back up. All right, Tech Committee, any updates on the tech side?
Not many updates. However, the command, we do see kind of periodic tweaks and upgrades. So just if you haven't visited command in a while, you will see some things that are different. So contact Annie and Jacob for kind of a refresh if you haven't had the opportunity to dig deep. But everyone that's been using it on a high level has definitely been benefiting from a lot of that stuff. So, and then secondly, video. I say it every month, but video is still a great way to reach your clients, whether that's social media, sending them personal videos of homes that they're interested in. Reach out to me if you want some more resources about what cameras to use, what things you can use with your existing iPhone, how to upload those to YouTube, anything like that. Just reach out directly.
That's awesome. And then I would say on the tech side, I don't know, Stephen or Ellen's on here, or with the removal of the green sheets, being able to do our commission stuff in Command is huge. Either one of you want to pipe up on that?
Yeah, so it's going to be so much simpler. Everything's right in Command. You don't have to flip over to my KW and do any of that. And I've got a packet out there that was on the email, and I'm going to post them on the intranet as well. And I'm going to do a quick one sheet one for people that don't want to look through the 20 pages.
Awesome. That's cool. And the feedback's been really good on it. I've even gotten notes from people saying, thank goodness. So I haven't done it myself, but apparently it's a lot easier. So looking forward to getting that rolled out. Thank you, Ellen and Stephen. All right, culture. A lot of our cultural focus and energy has been through the equity task force and some of the initiatives with Quantum Leap and such. Is there anything else on the culture side that we can report or that we need to be paying attention to from the culture committee? I'm going to go with a no there.
No, Jeff, you're good.
All right. And then luxury committee. Who's my luxury? Is that Colin? Is it typically Colin and Abigail?
Right now, we've been holding off so we can get together and make some plans.
Good. So with y'all, remember that these committees, so our attendance has been going down on the committees, and we would expect that given the kind of disconnect and us all working from home and having to pivot in our lives with our schedules. If there's a way to make the committee meetings work better as far as timing or anything, please shoot us a note so we can try and be flexible on that to make it something that's easy to get to, because these are all important and they give us an opportunity to have a voice and get things changed. So let me know if there's some changes we can make in that department. All right. This is Ross, I believe.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Can y'all hear me good? Sweet. So this year, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has started an event, and it's called Standout Blue Ridge, and they are a handful of honorees just that are young professionals in the area that are helping raise money for CFF. So cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that affects respiratory and digestive, and it presents in many different ways. I think, Alex, Jeff, can we go over to, yeah, that one. Let's start with that one. So 1 in 31 Americans are carriers of the CF gene, and it presents, and we go to the next slide. Yeah, 30,000 Americans. It's a pretty rare disease and genetic disorder, but it's really scary for the folks that it presents in, and there's different severities of it. But if you go to the next slide, Jeff. Yeah, so the biggest thing it does is it affects the lungs in people, and the therapies are really intense, like having to wear vibrating vests that shake the mucus and stuff out of their lungs, and they have to spend, on average 2 hours a day doing breathing treatments and different things like this. And there's really just been a lack of research and money to find cures and medications that help stop the symptoms or subside the symptoms. And that's what CFF does. So we're raising money for CFF, and we were supposed to have an event at the end of the year, but because of COVID, that's not going to happen. And it's actually ironic. I don't know if you guys may have seen, there was a movie that came out in the past couple of years and a book. I think it's called 5 Feet Apart, or I think it's supposed to be 6 feet apart. But people with CFF have had to social distance for their entire existence because they are very vulnerable to even small, colds and stuff like that. So this year we've all had to experience what these folks have had to experience their entire lives. So with the seriousness of COVID, we're unable to do in-person events and stuff like that, but we're still raising money. So I have a fundraising page that's set up through cff.org's website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that in the Keller Williams Professionals Facebook group. And you guys, if you wouldn't mind, take the time, read more about it. You can go on cff.org to read more and learn. There's individuals in our community that suffer from it. And there's some spotlights on the site on some of those individuals. But, if it's $5, $10, whatever you can give, I would really appreciate it. CFF is having some, breakthrough research going on right now to develop different drugs and different just methods to help these individuals cope with the disease and hopefully eventually find a cure. So yeah, thank you for your time, and I would really appreciate it if you'd even like I said, $5-10 would be really helpful. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ross.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we're behind, so you guys don't want to hear from me. I know that has nothing to do with us being behind. All right, so here's what I'm excited about. Last 2 weeks ago, I told you that I'm probably most excited about some of the changes we're making. And I want everybody to know that we are getting really close to announcing some new changes or some changes to structure and affiliation with the firm, and what that relationship looks like on a financial level in the benefit of the agent. So really looking forward to rolling that out for you guys. And it's huge. It's big, it's huge, it's exciting. And I can't wait to share it with y'all. So that's your teaser. So we'll be rolling that out real soon. We've got an ALC meeting after this, and super excited about it. I was talking to John Maxwell this morning, which means I was listening to a book on tape, and he mentioned priorities versus urgency. It really resonated with me. So I just was mentioning this to Katie, but when we go through our day, a lot of us are feeling rushed and we're running from task to task to task all day long. It's very reactive. And Mr. Maxwell said to me, he said, take a look at your schedule at the beginning of the day, your to-do list, and decide what is urgent and what's a priority. And he said, as you move, if you keep your schedule based off of urgency, you will diminish your talent because you're being reactive all day. So just a short tip for you guys, urgency versus priority. So take your schedule and look at it and say, what are the things that are most important that I move today? Not necessarily what's the loudest. That's your short tip. Brought to you, John Maxwell. Talent is Not Enough is the name of the book. Next, first closings. All right, let's do some celebrating here. This always gets super awkward because I'm acting excited and everyone just stares at me. So I'm gonna need claps, thumbs ups, whatever you can give me on the screen. If you guys could please do that for me. Let's congratulate all these people on their first closing. So we got Laura, Martiza, did I say that right?
Maritza.
Maritza. See, I messed that up already. Dawn, Philip, Sandy, Travardi, Simone, and Steve. Congratulations. That was good. All right, so looks like on written volume for the group, Broker Asheville wrote 8.3 million. Congratulations, Broker Asheville. Yay. All right. Written units for the group from South Asheville, Johnson Property Group. All right, written volume for team Front Porch Realty at 3.5 million. Congratulations, Front Porch Realty.
Woo!
I love the woohoos. All right, South Asheville Escort Group, written units as a team. Congratulations, Escort Group.
Boom.
Boom. All right, individual written volume. Lori Reese coming in at 1.6.
Lori.
Lori.
All right, written units individual for South Asheville. Vicky, good job.
Go,
Vicky.
Vicky, this is fun. All right, closed volume for group. Matt and Molly team at 6.3 million. Congratulations.
Yeah.
They do win the photo award. That is funny. All right. Closed units for group, Johnson Property Group. Congratulations.
Yay. Good job.
And closed volume for team Puffer Properties, 3.5 million.
Puffers. Woo.
All right. Closed units on team Escort Group for South Asheville.
All right.
Yay.
And individual closed volume, Jana Martin.
Go,
Woo!
Jana.
Yeah, Jana.
That's awesome. And Vicky again on closed units individual.
Yeah.
Listing volume for the group, Broker Asheville at 5 million.
Yay.
Listings taken in South Asheville, Johnson Property Group again.
Nice.
Running out of steam, don't lose it. All right, listing volume for team Puffer Property, 3.8 million.
Yay.
All right, listings taken for team Escort Group, 3.8 million as well.
Boom.
These are so good. Y'all get how much volume is, like how much is happening in the market? It's so crazy. All right, listing volume individual, John Haynes, 1.3 million.
Oh,
John.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Yeah.
All right.
Hooray.
Woo! Wow, he's dressed better than everyone. He looks good. Closed volume commercial, Carla, 1.8.
All right, Carla.
Yeah, Carla.
All right, and listing volume 1.4, Carla as well.
Plug in.
Bam.
All right, rookie of the month. I got my video is over the names. All right, here we go. We got Beverly Dillon and Casey Manis. Is that right?
All right.
And Command Compliance, Rebecca Hill. Woo!
So good.
All right. Congratulations on our cappers. So the cappers are the people that have moved into 100% on their commission split. So we got Bethel, Jana, Todd, Alicia, Greg, Samantha, and Todd.
All right.
Woo!
All right, home run award. Somebody tell me what this means. It's like all three things.
One listing, one written, and one closed, I think.
Nice. All right, so we got Andrew, Chuck, Jana, Shane, Greg, Samantha, and Vicky. Congratulations.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, upcoming events. Asheville West, we got a broker open tomorrow from 3:30 to 6:30. That's out at Asheville West. And I was there, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, maybe. The houses look amazing. The designs are great and the finish levels are really, really done well. I would encourage all of y'all to get out there. So they have food trucks. I don't know, Laura, if you're on here, speak up. But we have tacos and beer. Tacos and beer. I mean, that's just descriptive right there. Please come out and check it out. It's really neat and it's been executed really well. Just have to thank you for being here. All right, we have one more thing. John?
Oh, I was saving this for the end because I'm so excited. First of all, really want to thank Patrick for all the work he did with the leadership team and the BIC at 53. It was awesome working with Patrick. I'm not sure if he's on the meeting, but I want to welcome our new BIC, Amber, and I'm going to mess up this last name, Cloutier? Close? Cloutier?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So Amber and I have been working together. She's hit the ground running. And I'm so excited with all her experience with the commission and working with Broker Asheville and the leadership she gives that team. We're really, really fortunate to have Amber on our leadership team.
Nice, Amber.
Woo! Welcome, Amber.
Yay! Yay!
When we say experience with the commission, that's not in the back of a newsletter. We mean
Good point. Good point.
That's awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
8 years working with the North Carolina Real Estate Commission. So a lot of skills, a lot of wisdom, and I'm gonna learn a lot from you too, Amber. So
Yay! I'm excited. Thank y'all.
All right, so we're doing every 2 weeks. Look forward to seeing y'all in 2 weeks. We'll have announcements coming out with the new products that we're rolling out, new programs. Look forward to seeing everybody at Asheville West and Mega Camp. We're getting fired up for, so we can do that. Quantum Leap. And we're gonna, well, I don't think we've rolled it out officially yet, but we're gonna start doing more frequent food trucks and social opportunities at the Market Center. So people can come by, say hello, and get some food. We're looking to do that quite frequently. So look forward to seeing all your smiling faces. If you use an office, come use it. It's like a ghost town out here. I need to see faces and feel energy. So please come use the offices when you can. I appreciate everybody, and I look forward to talking to you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.